Hey friends, how's everybody doing? We've got Ye Old Lady and Boss Lady in the chat, and Amber from Into the Weeds, Jamie
Hey.
from Milk Honey and Mayhem here celebrating with me.
Absolutely.
So happy to have y'all here. Jamie, can you show your design? That's so cool.
Absolutely. Just so everybody can see, I got a new channel design, putting it on some t-shirts. Is that a good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Body to reminder real quick. That looks so great. I love it.
Right on. Thank you.
I really like it a lot.
I love
Thanks.
the vintage tattoo style.
Yeah,
Me too.
right. Well, I thought, with it being me.
Anything vintage, that's my jam, obviously.
Absolutely.
I'm
Someone said,
trying to.
nice. Someone said in the comments the other day they liked my 30s vibe, and I'm like, ooh, didn't know I had one, but I'm leading into that. Hey, look
Absolutely.
who we got. We got Taddy Oneskit.
Hey,
Hey,
Toddy.
Taddy.
Hey, Toddy.
Think she's on mute still.
Yeah,
She'll be
Toddy's
here.
muted.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, Toddy.
Hello?
How's it going?
Sorry.
No problem.
How is
Thank you so
everybody? I
much.
can't
Yeah.
hear anything. Hang on a second. You know why I can't hear you? Because, hang on, I got a lot going on. Hang
No
on.
worries.
As always.
I know. I'm sorry. I was on the phone with my mom. Hang on a second. Hang on.
That's completely excusable right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was on the phone with my mom. I'm telling the truth. I was on the phone with my mom. How you doing?
Good.
Happy
you.
birthday to your channel.
Yes. Happy
Right
birthday.
Woo!
Hey, Elena. Yeah, I can't believe it. 1 year, y'all.
Right on.
It's exciting.
It's so wild.
Absolutely.
Oh,
What
let
have
me-
you learned
Yes.
in 1 year?
And
What
you
did I
look so
wear?
beautiful. Look at you. Look at how beautiful you are.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
All
she
dressed
is,
up
isn't
and
she?
everything. I feel like a slob.
You're good. I felt like fancying up a little for my birthday.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Although that
Okay.
word's kind of ruined.
I know, right?
Got a little.
I know. I went there too. I went there in my head too.
Me
I
too.
went there in my head too.
I've added
You're
a
a
little.
little slow on the
I see.
uptake there, Jamie, but you caught it.
I love that.
What do y'all think of my banner?
Do not send money to Cash App 1980. I'll just buy wine and strawberry cake.
Love it.
Send money. Yeah, the thing is, I would have put a little bit of space between the Cash App thing. I mean, your Cash App it's hard to read where your Cash App is, if I'm honest.
Let me fix
I would
that
put
real
that
quick.
a different color or something.
Love
Maybe
it.
put your Cash App as a different color or something.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think people should. I've been on the phone with her when she's had some wine, guys. Alora,
And then she'll
Amber,
need some
how's
strawberry
Alora?
cake. So,
Alora is heartbroken still.
no.
So Oats still has not been found.
Mm,
Yep.
mm.
I'm so sad about that.
I am
The
too.
worst thing about that is that you keep looking for your dog.
Yeah,
Mhm.
forever.
You look everywhere. And it
Mhm,
doesn't. You could be in a whole different state. You're still looking
Mhm.
for your dog.
mhm.
Yep.
That's the sad part.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
besides the fact that the dog's not with you yet.
I can't get it a different color, so it'll have to just be like that for now. Thank you,
That'll
Renault.
work.
Thank you, Amy Z. 1 subscriber, PJ. Yeah, Alora, unfortunately, for anyone who's not caught up, her dog was lost while they were on vacation. Flyers are being shared. There's a reward offered. I've shared it to my personal Facebook friends in Missouri, try to
Thank you.
help, but yeah. So that's why Alora's not here with us celebrating, and we're so sad about that. We don't like a sad Alora. A sad Alora is a travesty because Alora is such a happy, fun person. So
Yes.
Isn't she
just
though?
wishing her
For sure,
good.
for sure.
The energy she puts out into the world is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
She's always such a joy.
Yes.
I
Hey,
have
Ace
seen
Crew.
some very interesting things.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We love Alora as Dr. Phil.
She's going to reprise that role soon, I think.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice. Wonderful. But
So
yeah, I
I
had
wanna- Go ahead.
I have had several people ask how I can support the channel, and I don't have AdSense. AdSense is 100% convinced that I have another account and I can't have a duplicate account. I've been working with it. I've talked to YouTube support. I've reached out to tech channels. Becca Scoops even talked to someone who works at Google for me. They're like, we have tried hard, and yeah, I'm still working at it. But my channel is not monetized, even though I meet all the requirements. Otherwise, I have all the watch time, all the subscribers.
Right.
So a lot of people have asked, well, how can I support? And so that's why I created the Cash App.
Cash
But
App.
Right there. That's how you
I
support.
want to be super, super clear. I'm not in need. I'm not doing FOIAs or anything like that. This is just for anyone who wants to send something. If you're in any kind of a tight space, don't even consider it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
right,
no
right.
need. I want your comments. I want your
Mhm.
interaction. But
Mhm.
this
Right,
is
right,
just for the people who've asked.
Right. And there are people that ask. That happened
There
to
are
me
a lot.
because, there were, and they wanted the memberships, and I was like, I'm not prepared to, I don't want to do that. And they were like, but it's our way of supporting you. That's up to us to do. And I was like, you know what? As long
Yeah.
as they don't think they're getting anything extra, because I make it a point of saying,
Mhm.
well, I don't want people thinking that they're going to pay money and they're going to get extra videos, or they're going to come higher up on a
Yep.
list and stuff like that. I mean, I think I make that pretty clear.
Yeah.
But I've said if
Yeah.
I ever had to do it, I would do it and explain that I have to do it. And then I'd put up extra content. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I have memberships, and if I ever decide to release a video that's not a live stream,
Mhm.
I may make it earlier for my subscribers. Other than that,
Yeah.
or my members. Other than that, I kind of feel icky about it too.
Right.
I think
I
that's
probably will do some sort of memberships just for my personal life, just because I live in a small town. So if you
Yeah.
want that information, you're gonna have to, pay for it.
Yeah.
that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lottie, did you get a chance to see Jamie's new design?
I,
us me.
let me
Did you
see.
see it?
I thought that I saw it, but I want to say that I thought that I saw it on a channel. I didn't see any shirts. You got merch?
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, very cool.
Love
That
it.
is no, I haven't seen that. Have
Right
I
on.
seen that?
Thank you. No, you've not seen that. That's the new design, and that's also what's going to be on my wooden stickers when I get them. Should be just a few
Very
weeks.
cool. But
Stoked about that.
okay, I want to say that I thought that I saw that. You didn't send that to me on the side?
She
I don't
posted
think
it on
so.
her channel community post.
Oh, okay.
Well, I took it down. That was actually a mistake that I left it up there. I thank you for commenting so I could see it. My old self was having trouble figuring out how to get it to my dad's computer to print it out because my printer won't do the transfer sheets. And
Right.
our old selves figured it out. We just had to take it and put it on my YouTube so he could grab it from there.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
really.
are you going to sell I'm sorry, are you selling the shirts now?
I probably will. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought the wooden stickers
I'll
was
probably
so
do it
cool.
like you did your bracelets, Toddy. Just,
yeah.
they'll be
Yeah.
cute.
So-
just,
Okay. So reach out to me because I want to share something with you on the business side of that.
Okay. Absolutely will.
Yeah. Something I
Absolutely.
learned from the accountant that I want to
Okay.
share with you. Okay.
Okay.
So make sure because it's important. All right.
All right. I will.
Okay. Anyway,
Fancy Pants is in the chat.
how you doing? I don't see the comments.
You know?
Oh, now I do. Now I do. Wait. Now I do.
Yeah.
Now I do. Mrs. Fancy Pants. Yeah, I see. Very
I
cool.
see Mr.
Hubby's in the
Connect.
chat.
Hey, there's my baby.
Where's hubby?
1970 Gen X from
1970s. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yep. How you doing? How
He's
you
so
doing?
supportive.
I like your wife. Your wife's cool.
She is.
Thank you. Yeah, he commented to me the other day. He was like, "Wow, Toddy is really hitting the videos." And I said, "Yeah, she just bought a trailer. She's building back up her
Right.
savings." He was like, "Oh, okay."
Working,
So we
working.
went and put her videos on mute, just playing on his work computer in the background
Aw.
to help give her more views. So he supports our community.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yes, big supporter, big supporter. I'm
My
sorry that
husband
you're not
would-
feeling good, Mrs. Fancy Pants.
Oh yeah, she's not
Oh.
coming up. She's under the weather.
Oh,
We hope you
no.
feel better. We love you
Right.
too.
Mm. My
Yes,
husband would
lady.
not watch gypsy videos or put it on mute or anything like that. My husband would not.
Yeah, my
People are
husband
pretty
said
sick. Go ahead.
everything he knows about gypsy and celebrity gossip is against his will.
Right.
But he listens to me so patiently.
Mine too.
Can I ask you a question? Can we talk for a second about Gypsy? Because I want to know how many among us who thinks GD died on the 9th, and who thinks Dee Dee died on the 10th? Because I think she
9th.
died on the 9th.
9th, absolutely.
So I think the 9th, because when I first got the FOIAs, I remember looking through them and I remember sending Hello Starlight a message and saying, so Dee Dee died on the 9th.
Mhm.
And I was like, dang. And then I kind of forgot about it because there was a long time before any of that stuff came out. And so, yeah, I think the 9th.
Mhm.
I mean, it kind of seems like it to me. I went ahead and put out my my video with my little candle for Dee Dee on the 9th because the 9th is when Gypsy said, and I feel like she would know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If anybody would know, she would know.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I just remember looking at the evidence itself and coming to the conclusion myself that it happened on the 9th.
Which is very, very interesting considering the text from Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So how do we reconcile that?
That everything we thought has been, we were correct, that the bitch
Mhm.
unalived her mom
Mhm.
and blamed it on Nick, and that unfortunately Nick's memories, I think, were like remember this, like told to him. That's what I think. And I think that's easy because there's things that I find like, did I see that or did I hear that? You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, and I think that's quite easy. So that's what I think.
I
Well,
even
we've
have,
all looked at so much information on this and listened to it. What were you
Yeah,
going to say, Amber?
I've read so many books as well that sometimes I catch myself thinking, wait, was that in a book or
Right, right,
happened.
right.
Yeah, and it's the documentation that Amber got with that first FOIA. The dates are all over the place
Mhm.
because they're
Mhm.
trying to determine, from the decomp and everything. So makes it really, really confusing and kind of incriminating looking whenever you consider that Gypsy keeps saying the 9th, but those texts show that Nick didn't actually get there till the 10th.
Mhm.
Now, she tried
Yeah.
to correct herself after we called her out, as usual.
Uh-huh.
Now
But
I
here's
haven't looked at the
No.
bus ticket to see what time he came in. What time did he come in from the bus ticket?
I can't remember about the bus ticket. I was thinking about the text that he sent her. Was it
Yeah.
about like 2 a.m. on the morning
I
of the
think
10th?
it was either 2:11 or 2:13, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So the text that I saw, the last text I saw that he was writing to her, she was writing back, was 2:01. That's what I
Okay.
saw. The last
Okay.
text. But
I
that
knew it was
doesn't mean
after
that I saw
2.
all the texts. That doesn't mean I saw all the texts. I just saw one after that was 2:01.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's concerning. I wish that somebody would make a statement that's an authority to clear up the matter. I've thought about writing Dan Patterson's office and asking him to make a statement.
That would be wonderful.
Mhm.
I wonder what he'd say to you, or if he'd take the letter and just chuck it. You know what I
No,
mean? It's like-
actually, from what I understand, he's actually quite helpful when you are legit and trying to figure stuff out. That's what I've heard.
okay,
Louise,
cool
Amber
beans.
Mama said in the comments, be careful. Did you all hear what happened to Ivory Rose nose? I'm not sure what she means. Do you all know?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes,
I was
yes.
sent TikToks, but my phone was not with me for a few hours.
So
So
I was Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just saw it recently, and
I was
she was
sent.
robbed.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
Then her
no, no.
whole-
I don't know that. Wait a minute. I don't know that she was robbed.
Oh.
I don't know that. I know that her house was broken into because
Oh.
I saw something online that somebody put. Hang on one second.
Are the kids okay, Louisiana mama? Are they? I mean, I'm sure they're shook up, but
So
Louisiana
that
said the kids were
I
in the
don't
house
think she.
broken into.
Well, kids were home. Yeah,
Oh, no.
Okay,
No.
so the only thing that I know was I was sent something. I can't tell you by who, but it said last night my home was broken into while my children and I were asleep inside. This was not random. I have credible evidence that a content creator has shared my private information, potentially putting my family in danger. I'm asking for the public's help. If you have any information who might be giving out my personal information, if you were given my address or personal details online, or if you witnessed any concerning conversations among creators, please contact me directly or immediately report it to law enforcement at the Virginia Police Department. And I guess she put that up on her TikTok.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
this has
That's
gone too
scary.
far. Entirely
What-
too far.
What's really crazy about that is, do y'all remember? I think it was just a few weeks ago when Bree posted a deal. A lot of people were praising her for it, where she said that she had been sent doxing information on Ivory Rose Knows, and told them that she didn't want that and wasn't going to do anything with it. So someone was trying to get it out there,
Mhm.
and now this has happened. Wow. Ivory Rose Knows, Kimberly, she just joined in the comments. Her house was broken into, apparently. We don't know that anything was taken or anything, but her kids were home when it happened, apparently, from what we've seen.
With all of the stuff that's happened this year with Gypsy and with Bree and that whole cast of characters who I cannot keep up with or even know who they are half the time, I am so surprised that she has not been held accountable by somebody, whether it be
Might be
authority.
this might be the thing. I mean, this might be
Yeah.
the thing. I think that they're actually waiting for something to happen. And if she asks me for any information, I'm sending it to her. I don't give a shit who gets in trouble, because when one gets in trouble, they're all going to tell on each other because they've already started talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want to clarify in the comments real quick. We're talking about Ivory Rose Knows, the older lady with dark hair, right?
Yes.
Yes, the one that works with
Wallace
Nina
Nina,
a
right?
lot. Yeah.
Right.
The one
And
that-
it's not Ivory Rose Grows Wild, not the blonde lady who
She
drove by
doesn't
the
go
house.
by that anymore. She
Oh.
goes
Ivory
by
Rose
Ivory
Grows
Rose
Louder.
Grows Louder.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
the one from the bayou.
Yeah. No, it's the other. It's Ivory Rose Knows, older lady with dark hair who does the Foyas with Nina a lot.
That's
Someone
correct.
mentioned the driving by the house in there, so I wanted to clarify which Ivory we're talking about.
Yep.
If I ever find out that my information is being shared there, I will take it to Military Broadcast Radio, and I know a lot of people, and if they're doxing a disabled veteran, that's not going to be good for them. They're already doxing a family member of law enforcement in Becca Scoops, and from what I understand, Resident Midnight is the disabled veteran, and they've doxed her or trying to dox her or harassing her. I'm not sure what they've done to her.
Man, they've been doing that shit for years for her.
Yeah, and so if anybody ever finds that my information is being shared in there, please send it to me, and I will have the lawyers at MBR take care of it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
because
that's why I didn't fight my copyright strikes from Fancy, because then she would have my personal information to do as she saw fit whenever she's having an Otterburn car rant.
Yep. Well, here's the way I feel about it. Because I've shown my face from the get-go, I always
Mhm.
knew that it would be easy for people to find out who I am.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I always felt like as long as I, didn't really step on anybody's toes, it'd be all right.
Mhm.
But I never really counted on, people stepping all over mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they doxed me before, I was Fancy was the first one to like
Mhm.
dox me when she had all of our names. Do you remember that email that had all of our names written
Yeah.
down?
Was
Shit
her
like that?
public cease and desist TikTok?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was funny because I was like, and it was right after I said, man, all you have to do is do a reverse Google search. I wasn't going to live like that.
Mhm.
Right.
But when you start crossing lines, like they've already started. So you know that I
Mhm.
already started my shit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And just
Mhm.
like you, they don't know who I know. They
Mhm.
don't know if I work next to a judge or anything. They don't know. But, they'll find out. But I'll tell you one thing, you got to start breaking into people's homes. Are you kidding me? You could
Right.
shoot somebody right there and say self-defense. What's wrong with you people?
Mhm.
Like, I'm just,
Mhm.
who is it really going to take a life for something like that to happen? You know what I mean? With all these ring cams and all these cameras,
Mhm.
man, I mean, I don't live in the greatest apartment complex, but I guarantee you, I know how many times, that you're taking pictures of before you
Mhm.
even get to where I'm at. And then
Mhm.
as you're walking up steps and shit like that. And then in my
Mhm.
house, I mean, I got cameras because I'm always checking on the dogs and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we have
Mhm.
cameras all around our house too. It's
So
gonna be
why would you be so stupid to do that? And then you don't even know if somebody has a friend staying over, if somebody's helping
Right.
somebody move, and if
Mhm.
there's a weapon in the house. Because I got news for you. I've told, man, if somebody opens up that door, it shouldn't be.
Mm-mm.
Unless I'm telling you I'm walking in, it shouldn't be.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be. You know what I'm
Yeah,
it'll
saying?
be crazy if it comes out that it's actually related to this.
Oh,
And I'm
no.
real curious if she's able to find out what the
She said
motivation.
that she said that she feels like she does
That it
because
is.
she's been doxxed and shit. She said that. She wrote that.
Mhm.
Well, if anybody wants to
haven't
dox
seen
me,
it.
I'll just let everybody know that I live in a real redneck neighborhood. Everybody around me's got guns and they all love me. I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, you don't want to try here either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just the thing about practically everybody's got a gun anymore, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a whole safe right there,
Right.
and I know how to use it.
Right.
My husband's a veteran, so
Yeah.
they love their toys.
Right. My dad's
Yeah.
a veteran too. Yep.
My husband's also a veteran. He's 6'6", 230 pounds, and you don't want to try it.
Right.
Yep. Everybody's seen my husband in that one video that they watched.
I just don't understand the audacity because of the element of surprise. You know what I mean? Like you don't
Right.
know when you open somebody's door.
Well,
You
I mean,
just don't
especially if they're
know.
doxing you, they know there's children involved. They know there's children there.
Yeah.
For any
Yeah.
reason, stop
Yeah,
right
let
there.
me tell you something, man. Let me tell
Mm-mm.
ask questions later.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Ask
Mhm.
questions later.
Miss Fancy Pants said Dreamer put an article up a couple weeks ago saying Ivory Rose nose is messed up. Oh
I
my
saw that. I saw a screenshot of, I think this is what they're talking about, a screenshot of Ivory Rose nose
Right.
of her mugshot.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember where I was, but I remember
That's
scrolling past
probably
it.
that probably contributed to the doxing if people were looking up any past problems she had.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
I-
here's the thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean I keep stepping on you because you have such long pauses. I'm so sorry. Amber, I am so sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead. I don't even
I
remember
just
what I was going to say.
you know, I just feel like why did we need to know that about Ivory Rose? Like
Miss
why did we
Fancy
need
Pants
to
just
know?
said it's not her, that she shares the same name with the woman arrested.
Okay.
Mm.
So
It's
it
not
could,
Ivory Rose.
that's
well,
what
if
Miss
somebody's
Fancy
telling
Pants
a
just said.
mugshot, but didn't somebody say a mugshot?
That's what I saw.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but here's the thing. Even if she had a mugshot, like that other woman, Skip was supposed to be in prison, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And now she's on the outside and wants to live a certain life. Live your life. What are you hanging out with these people for if that's what you want?
Right.
I mean,
No,
if
I
that's
agree.
what you want to do, then why are you hanging out with people that could get you into more trouble? They're not going to take the fall for you, man.
Mhm.
And you know, it kills me. It really fucking bothers me when these little when the people that are more gullible are the
Mhm.
ones taking the fall for the evil fucking ones. Pardon my
Mhm.
language, but that really pisses me off.
No,
Where they
I
have
agree.
something on them and they're blackmailing them to do that shit. Like
Mhm.
that really just like, come on, man, do your own damn dirty work. If you're gonna do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Jenny Light. We're talking about Ivory Rose Nose, the older lady with dark hair, not Ivory Rose Grows Louder.
Mhm.
Hey,
The
Pat.
dark-haired woman.
Oh, and Patchouli Julie, it's me, Jamie from Milk, Honey, and Mayhem.
But
Hey.
Julie. She sent me a picture of her garden. Are so beautiful. Or no, wait a minute. That was
Oh.
Boss Lady. Boss Lady sent me a picture of her garden.
Everything is blooming here. I've got dahlias popping. They're just gorgeous. Some purple cone flowers. It's just everything. Love it.
Reiki woman, who are you asking about? She said, what did they do? So someone broke into Ivory Rose No's house. We don't know if that's related or not. She feels like it might be because she'd been being doxxed. Someone was sending her doxing information around.
I just don't understand how people can live with themselves doing this kind of stuff. It just
Right.
boggles my mind that people would even think of
Mhm.
doing something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
I understand
really
getting to the bottom of a story, but there's Gypsy's the story, not the
Mhm.
creators.
Exactly.
This isn't what it's about. This is about trying to get us off the Gypsy Rose case
Mhm.
because the people that are fighting are all connected. Bree's connected with these people. I've seen
Mhm.
that shit. I've
Mhm.
actually seen that. I've actually seen that shit. The connection with these. Somebody's sending me shit now about Bree in contact with Nick Godejohn.
Oh.
So tell me that there's no connection with MPG Cornerstone, like everybody said. She's
Yeah.
connected. They're all connected. They're all connected. And I'm like, well, I don't want to jump on that bandwagon. I don't want to jump on that. And I just got shit on that. So
From the very beginning, I've been trying to tell everybody that Bree told my daughter Alora that Gypsy was in contact with Nick, and that was the
yep,
only
got that
time.
too. Got
Wouldn't
that
surprise
too.
me a bit.
Yeah, and she was in contact with people in the prison there at Chillicothe because I found out she was pregnant before she announced it. And
Mhm.
so, and I found out she was pregnant on June 5th, which was the same day that the Chillicothe incident happened. So I just
Mhm.
happened to be in Chillicothe when I got the phone call. Or actually, I was leaving Chillicothe when I got that phone call. But yeah, so she's in contact with prisoners. And I even know some of the women, or I don't know personally, but I
Right.
know about some of the women that are even closer to her that nobody knows about. So
Well, you know what? I want to tell you something that I want to take this part and put it on my channel because I want people to because there's this whole bullet this whole rules about or instructions I should say about who to get in touch if they find out that she's broken any of the laws and what to do. And I have that. And so I would like to take that and put that on my channel as well as with all of the information again, because I want to see her get thrown back in. I do, you know, I really do, because she's dangerous. Look at all this shit that she's caused. I really want to get these headphones off me, to be honest with you. Let me see.
so normally I wouldn't mess with anybody's parole. I wouldn't call anybody's I wouldn't do
Right.
that. But recently when that OME TV or OM TV
Mhm.
happened, I'm a mandated reporter because I work with children and youth, and I have for 24 years.
Mhm.
And when that happened, I felt obligated to make a complaint, not only to YouTube, but also to her parole officer. And it's funny because I sent it out and then I got a message just saying, that it was put in her file.
Oh,
So,
can y'all imagine how thick that file is?
yeah.
They need to
Yeah.
act on that file before somebody gets hurt and they have a friggin' lawsuit.
I know, and we're ticking down to days. What?
That's what they really need to be thinking about, because if something actually happens to somebody because of Gypsy, the state of Missouri is going to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you,
And yeah.
yep, and not only that, but these people, they're not gonna go to prison for her. They're
No.
gonna say exactly. They're gonna say exactly, just like she's trying to distance herself from them.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows that there's already talks going on, there's already stuff going on. But yeah, like absolutely. I don't know what they're waiting for, but
Amos
Yep.
high five. That's what I'm hoping right there. That would be chef's kiss.
what's it say?
What would be nice if they're building the case in the last few hours of a parole ends and they go, oh, by the way.
Yeah, right.
You know what? I think they may have enough to just charge her whenever she's off of parole as well. I think they have enough evidence
Yeah, probably.
with all of her
What the
at
hell are
least
they waiting on?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I just wanted to say a few people have asked me if I've reported anything or done anything like that. I haven't. I don't feel like I understand the process or know enough about it. And there's a lot of you who have looked into it, who have experience, who do. I just keep spreading the word. That's
Yeah.
all I'm doing. Spreading the word, spreading awareness that Gypsy should not be on the internet, should not be being idolized by kids. Try and keep a opposing narrative out there with that everyone else is already doing really well, but keep throwing my part in that.
Mhm.
That's
I
my
second
problem. Yeah, that's my problem is that she is continuing to use the same tools that she used to groom Nicholas into killing her mother. And now she's using it to dox and cause chaos. And I just think it's illegal and it should have been looked into a long time ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know some people feel like it's been overdone, but the salon centric thing I thought was really crazy because I feel like there are a lot of people who don't realize that the chemicals that you can buy at Salon Centric are not the same as what you can buy as an unlicensed person. They sell
Right.
stronger stuff there. They
Mhm.
sell it in bulk because they're tracking, and you can really hurt people with those chemicals. You could build bombs with them and stuff.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
there are a lot more reasons than just the discount of why they want licensed professionals only buying and to be able to track everyone who buys. It's just wild to me that that wasn't a bigger deal.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Ken
I
out
don't
there
think
making
that's
fun
quite
of
over
it.
yet, is it? That's not quite over yet, is it?
We
No.
haven't really gotten any updates. We know
Right.
Salon Centric is doing an investigation,
Mhm.
but I don't think that will have any impact on Gypsy. I think it'll just be the employee who let her. And
Mhm.
personally, I think that the employee who let her buy should have some reprimand.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. And do you think that Gypsy honestly thought, as she was complaining about, I guess, how that was burning her eyes? I mean, like
Did she say
There's-
that?
Yeah.
that's from my understanding. That's what she said. Because I don't watch. I can only get through so much of her stuff.
Me too.
There's only like so many of her voices I can handle. You know,
Mhm.
I'm honest. I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like
Mhm.
she has
I
so many voices,
agree.
but there's maybe two I can deal with. But she was complaining, from my understanding, that the fumes were intense. Where's the baby?
Yeah.
Where's the baby? I know the
Mhm.
baby's not in the bathroom, but is the baby right next to the bedroom? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it an ensuite? Is the baby right there? Because she's an idiot.
Well,
Like,
did she handle the baby at all when she had the stuff on her hair?
Well, I
on
mean,
her
even if the
clothes?
baby was in the same house, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in a salon when somebody was getting a perm, but the whole
bad.
place.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
you smell it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So. Absolutely.
I
People are
used to get
saying-
perms in the kitchen.
Yeah.
People are saying the video showed that she mixed them all in the bathroom without the
Without
ventilation.
any ventilation.
Oh gosh, of course she wouldn't put the ventilation on.
Yeah.
That's only to cover up the sound of the toothbrush. That's all.
Yeah,
that happens
Erica,
for.
it is, Erica.
Oh,
It
the
is.
dark
I
brown
agree,
hair.
Dark hair. Yep, with the dark hair. With the
Mhm.
dark hair. I see a lot of names that's familiar to me. Buttons.
Yeah.
Lizard, and there was somebody else that I saw.
Joy, hey Joy.
Joy.
Oh,
Natasha,
joy.
Natasha Richardson.
Yes, Natasha. She's so pretty.
Patchouli Julie.
Jelly. Hey, Jelly.
Jelly, yeah.
Joy, I'm working on your Mason video now. That's the one that I'm putting out next just for you. I hadn't forgot you, just so you know.
Julie.
Hey, Buttons. Been
Yeah,
a minute. I
Have
hope
a
you're
fun
well.
one, Julie. Hey,
Yeah.
Megan.
Hey.
Do a deep dive on the Masons, Freemasons.
Yeah, all the way back from the Knights Templar all the way up to the Masons.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's a
That's gonna
fascinating subject. I have
yeah,
deep
it's
dived that so
fascinating,
many times. Go to the library and just come out with like 10 books.
right?
My
We'll do well
husband,
with that.
hmm
You gotta, with your hashtags, make sure that you hashtag that correctly. You should be able to, I would think, to cross over a little bit with
oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Make sure you
Yeah.
hit the word CULT on it. Hashtag CULT. I'm serious.
Is it a cult? Really? You think so?
Well, I mean, like it falls under that category. Why not try to get in there? Let people decide.
People who are
I'll
interested
hashtag it,
Some
but I
people
don't think it's a
consider
cult.
Gypsy Rose a cult right now, right?
Well,
So
yeah,
it all depends on stuff. It
yeah, those
depends.
minions are definitely a cult.
Yeah. My husband's grandfather was in the Masons
Mhm.
and his grandmother was in the Eastern Star or
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely. Yeah.
And he was the president of their chapter in the Chicago area. So
Nice. Nice.
I
they
love
were
the
weird.
Eastern Star stuff. My great grandma was in the Eastern Star, and a lot of my
Right.
family were Freemasons too. And
Mhm.
I bought a lot of antique and vintage stuff and visited a lot of the really old Mason sites in America. You know, there's
Right.
way older ones in Europe, but as old
Right.
as we can get in America. It's so fascinating.
It
Hey,
is. I
Fitz and
love
I've
it.
Giggles.
never done that.
Hey, Erica, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just reading it. Fits and Giggles, how are you?
No problem.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in here that I hardly ever say hi to. Amanda Pink, Patchouli Julie, yeah.
Yeah.
The Masons, somebody had said that the Masons is very much like the LDS Church. Did you see that?
Yeah, but I don't think
So
so.
the LDS Church can be considered a CULT.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, my thought on that is that I think Joseph Smith took some of the Freemasons ritual, for lack of a better word,
Right.
that they
Mhm.
use for initiation, took some of those elements and used them for the Mormon temple initiation. So I
Mhm.
think that's part of the
Exactly right.
crossover.
Yep.
Exactly right.
Yeah, if you watch
definitely not a
watch
cult.
the
They're
ceremonies, they're very similar. And
Yeah.
the garb and everything.
But
Mhm.
the Masons are just beneficial to society in all ways. You know, they're just generally good people.
Well,
I've known
and-
quite a few 33rd degrees. So
Yeah, yeah. And I wish there was more of a resurgence of the craftsmanship.
mhm,
'Cause
absolutely.
since I moved here to Missouri, I'm seeing all of this beautiful architecture and I'm just falling in love with old buildings, which I had lived in Oklahoma, which didn't have really a whole lot, and then in Florida, and there was just all new construction.
Right.
And I moved here. I had always wanted a brand new house. I moved here and I'm like, oh, dang, I think I want an old house.
Yeah.
St.
Yeah.
Louis has amazing architecture because
yes.
the city was owned by can't remember which was first, France or Spain, and then it didn't become America until in the 1800s when it was bought as part of the Louisiana Purchase. There are these really cool architecture influences from Spain and France from
Mhm.
early 1800s when it was first settled.
Yeah, and if you go into some of those old neighborhoods that are all run down and have a lot of gangs in them,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, you will see some of the most beautiful
Gorgeous,
homes.
beautiful.
My
places.
dad actually, I lived there for a while, but my dad lives in an old Sears and Roebuck house, and it's got 16
Yeah.
rooms. It's
Kid house.
huge.
Really?
Yeah, you remember when? I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all remember it, but Sears and Roebuck used to sell houses out of a
Yeah.
catalog. Yeah, you
In
just order it.
1800s.
Yeah, that's when it was
Let me
built in the
tell-
1800s.
I haven't seen one that big, but when I was a real estate agent, we have some up here in upstate New York.
Oh, really?
Really?
Awesome.
And I loved it.
They're
I
gorgeous.
loved that little
I've never
catalog
seen one.
house. I really
Yeah.
loved it. It had so much like personality to it.
Absolutely.
Craftsmanship.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's still got the original. It's
JC
got the original
Penney's did the
stained glass
same thing,
windows.
I heard.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
heard
wow.
JC Penney's did the same thing.
Oh,
I
I
didn't know
didn't, I didn't know
awesome.
that.
Yep, that's what I heard. But Sears definitely did for sure because
Yeah.
I've been in one of their kid houses.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, it's a legitimate. It's a house. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
house.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
My
it's been
house was-
standing this long, so.
that. Mhm. My
And they
favorite.
cost more now because they're like vintage per se.
Mhm.
Or, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
and because
definitely.
of the craftsmanship of Sears, believe it or not.
Yep.
I remember Sears.
Much like
Yeah.
the Masons. I mean, they knew how they were building things back then.
Yeah, but there's also a dark side on the other side of the Freemasons. That's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard. There's
Well,
an
I'm gonna dig
underbelly.
into it. I'm digging into it, Toddy.
Get into it, girl. Get into it.
One subscriber said all their friends are Mormon. I know the legal and FLDS church. Mormons, I've got to say, every Mormon I've personally known are some of the most wonderful people.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful people. I might find some things odd about the origins of their religion,
Mhm.
but whatever they're doing, I feel like they're kind of doing it right. Like they're just the
Mhm.
nicest people. But there is the extreme dark side, the FLDS and like
Mhm.
every group, the dark side is very, very dark, but
I
the
don't know.
light side of it is light.
I got a problem with the Mormons anyway because they treat their women differently than
Yeah.
they treat their men. Like their men are the only ones that can get into heaven, and the women, like
Have
they
to
have
marry or
be
something
more-
like that.
they have
Yeah.
to be like more. Yeah, I don't even think a woman's allowed to get a divorce per se without
Mhm.
like the women get
Simple
treated.
permission. Yeah, I have a lot of issues with the religion, but the women who are choosing to be in it actively seem happy. So I don't want to take away their choice there. But people choose to do things that are, really confusing. But
Right.
like I said, there is a very, very dark side to Mormonism.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think there's pretty much a dark side to anything, right? Isn't that the
That's
truth?
what,
Exactly.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If
Anyway,
it's dark, it's dark. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if you make it that way, it's dark. I kind of got this Frankenstein haircut. What do you think?
I love it.
I hate when it's like flat like that. But I woke up, I took the dogs out because I had an appointment and my mom kept talking to me. And I'm like, I got to go. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, she's like, what do you have to do? And I said, well, I got to get online. She said, oh, I'll watch. I said, well, I'm not going to be on my channel.
That's funny. Well, hey to Toddie's mom if she's watching.
I'm not watching on she wouldn't know about this channel.
Ah,
She's just going to go lay down or do something. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what she was
Oh my
do.
gosh. Amos Hi-Fi says, at my cousin's LDS wedding, there was a notice of how women should be.
Oh no.
Wow.
My husband pointed out with raised eyebrows.
Hey, Cherokee girl.
Cherokee
Cherokee.
girl in the house. Thank you. Hey, she'll make me a strawberry cake. Awesome. And for people
Thank you.
coming in late, I just want to say again about putting my Cash App up that I'm not
here.
in need. I'm not doing FOIAs or anything like that. This is just because several commenters have asked, how can I support the channel? And I'm not able to get an AdSense and monetize because AdSense is absolutely convinced that I have another account that I don't. And so they're like, no, you can have a duplicate account. And I don't have another account. So anyway, I'm not monetized. I don't have super chats and memberships. And a lot of people have asked, how can I support? I just want to. So anybody feeling any kind of pinch, do not feel any kind of pressure to, send $1 or anything. Please just comment. That's what I really want.
Or a cup of coffee. I have a question though, because I'm confused. confused.
Confused
We
on
are allowed to have more than one YouTube channel. There's a lot of people that have more than one
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's
The
monetized.
AdSense account.
So, huh?
You can only
That's-
have one AdSense account with your multiple channels even. And AdSense thinks I already have the monetary AdSense part somewhere.
Oh, so one AdSense
Mhm.
account for all of the
Right.
channels. Okay.
Mhm.
Why? I mean, okay. That's kind of weird though, because when there's a problem, so that's going to affect like every channel or something when you're trying to reach AdSense. It's kind of
Mhm.
weird because look at the problem you're having over one account.
Mm.
Mhm.
Right. It is crazy. And I've talked to YouTube support.
I know you have. I know you have. I know
Yeah.
that you've been, because we've talked a little
All
bit.
around the world trying to figure it out. But it is what it is. But Julie says, spill the wine, eat the strawberry cake, like the song.
Yes. Is that your favorite cake, strawberry?
Yes, strawberry anything. I just love it.
Nice.
Like watermelon, but they don't make watermelon cake.
But there's a way. I'll
Hmm.
find
I
out.
don't think I would like a watermelon cake. Yeah.
I like banana pudding.
I
That's
like
my
that.
jam.
Strawberry upside down cake. What's your jam?
Banana pudding.
Nice. I love it.
I've had that
I
for my
like banana.
birthday every year for 48 years now.
I like
Nice.
banana pudding too. Do you like it with the Nilla wafers in it?
Oh,
do
it's
you
got
like
to have Nilla wafers. And you
Huh?
can't make it. I mean, down here in the South, we cook that custard on the stove. You can't put vanilla
Nice.
pudding in
I
there.
don't like the wafers in it. I like banana pudding, but I like it without the
Oh.
wafers.
Nice.
I don't like banana
I like
pudding.
to
I don't
get-
like bananas.
What's your preferred
Oh.
cake, though?
Probably a lemon cake.
Oh, I love
can't go
lemon,
wrong with
too.
good
Mhm.
lemon.
I like to get raw strawberries and like some sugar-free Cool Whip, and I'll just eat the whole thing of strawberries, dip them in the
Mhm.
Cool Whip.
I will
Yeah,
do
those
that.
are good though. Those are really good. Yeah, I like
Mm.
those too.
Lemon cake. I've got some of that limoncello Italian liquor in there.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I
Yum.
don't actually like to drink it. The only liquor I like is wine. But I like to make like I like chocolate and lemon together and
Mhm.
chocolate and
Mhm.
banana. Make a lemon cake and then make like a simple syrup and add the limoncello in there and drizzle it over the
Ooh.
chocolate cake.
That sounds very
Nice.
good.
See, I was thinking make it like a rum ball. Make the little cake and then inject the
Yeah.
limoncello and then
Mhm.
dip it in chocolate. Let it sit.
That'd be good too.
Ruth said a tangerine smoothie. That sounds great.
Oh,
I
yum.
usually mix lavender, lemon, and Earl Grey together to make
Mhm.
cookies and cupcakes and all kinds of good
That
stuff.
sounds nice.
Yep, that's one of my favorite combinations right there.
My kind of girl.
Yep.
There you go.
And I like to get the good Mexican vanilla extract. It's not
Oh, I
even.
get Watkins. That's what I use.
Is it? I
Yeah.
haven't tried that. Is it good?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. With a
Nice.
little bit
Yeah, I like
beans
the.
in there and such.
That's
I
I
like
all-
usually
Is that the brand Watkins?
Yeah, Watkins products. Yeah, I don't know if it's exclusively Southern or not, but everything's
never-
amazing.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
it's been around since like the 1800s or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
old. It's
Yeah.
old.
Really, I wonder if it's here though. In this.
Oh
area.
yeah, I'm sure it
I
is.
don't know.
Ooh, Bean
I
says
want-
she makes a Jello shot cake. Angel food drizzle, Jello mix, then chill over whipped cream. That sounds good.
Yum.
I just pick up whatever vanilla is at TJ Maxx or Ross that I see that looks good.
Right. Yeah. They generally have pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, they do.
I want to
Jelly,
look
I'm
up
working on
Watkins. I wanna
Sorry,
look up-
Jelly, I'm working on a painting now that's a commission for a cousin of mine of an old portrait of her brothers in the 50s in front of her garage.
Mm.
Ooh, Cherokee girl, moonshine shots for parties. I love me some moonshine shots.
Lavender and blueberry moonshine with lemonade. Very
Ooh.
good.
Apple pie moonshine.
That's too sweet for me.
I only have it when I go around my family for parties because
Yeah.
people bring out a mason jar back home in the Ozarks.
Right. I can't handle my moonshine, y'all. Can't handle it. Mm-mm.
Last time I had it at a family Thanksgiving a few years ago, me and my cousins climbed a tree. I was swinging from a branch.
Yeah.
One of my cousins pulled in with her new boyfriend. He'd never met any of us before. And my tree branch broke right about then and I fell. And he was like,
Yeah.
he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I don't know that I've ever seen that brand before. I looked it up.
Have you not?
I don't know that I've ever seen Watkins.
Oh, it's amazing.
Watkins. I don't
Yeah.
know that I've ever seen that, to be honest.
I don't know where I heard it, but I once heard back in the 80s that was the only pepper that you should buy because they won't allow more than 2% rat poo in their pepper,
Oh my
but
God.
every other will. I don't know.
Lord
Something to
alert.
look into. I don't know.
Amanda Pink said her favorite is carrot cake. That just reminded me, I
Mhm.
need to make a good carrot cake. Cream
Love
cheese
carrot
icing.
cake.
So good.
Cream cheese icing is too strong and too heavy
Really?
for me. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
it. Love it. I
I
love
don't
that.
like meringue at all. Meringue,
Meringue?
No meringue.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. I
Okay.
love key lime pie is my favorite key
Mhm.
lime pie.
I love
but
key lime pie.
It's got to be obviously yellow for the real key lime pie,
Right.
Yeah.
and not meringue. Like they could put whipped cream, but meringue that ruins
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
You know, it's so weird. Growing up as a kid, I hated meringue. I'd scrape it off everything. And I went through a taste change in like my early 30s and I love it now.
Mhm.
I went through
Really?
that with tomatoes too. I
About
couldn't
There's something
Mhm.
about the texture of meringue that
handle-
I
Mhm.
just don't.
Yeah.
It is an odd texture.
That's
Yeah.
with me and bananas.
Hmm.
The texture of bananas.
Mhm.
A lot of people have that with bananas. I
Yeah.
think so. So I'm not
Sometimes
saying
even-
that Watkins. I've never seen it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in the grocery store that I've never noticed before.
Right.
So I mean, somebody said it's everywhere. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe
Well, I know like it's not like in our Walmart or anything. You have to know somebody or go to one of our mom and pop grocery stores that carry it. Or
see,
the brick
she
church
said that
carries
it's
it.
everywhere. That it's in Walmart and everything. So
Oh, is
okay.
it? Okay.
I've
Well,
seen
I've
it
not
in
seen it in
Walmart.
ours.
Probably
So,
regionally.
yeah.
Something I've been really into lately is taking puff pastry and
Ooh.
slicing it and then putting pieces of fruit like apples, bananas,
I
whatever.
can do that.
Mhm.
I can do
Yeah.
that. I love puff pastry.
Yeah, and then I
Yes.
put like a little sugar-free chocolate drizzle over it
Mm.
and roll them up into like a little rose and brush some egg over them, bake them. So good.
That's just too much work right there. And sugar-free, I can't do the sugar-free because the stevia or the false sugar,
Mhm.
it's like a trigger for migraines for me. It took me a long time to know that. Like I
You
didn't.
know what? My
Mhm.
husband is similar. Like if when I started doing stevia, I put it in his coffee the first time and his reaction, oh my
You
God.
drugged me, bitch! You drugged me.
He was like, what is wrong with the coffee? What's going on? He was like, I can't even describe it. It's like a lie in my mouth. Yeah. He's
Oh
not-
my goodness. My husband and I went.
stevia.
He says it's good. Is it good now? He likes it now.
He's talking about regular sugar. He has to have regular
No.
sugar.
Regular sugar.
Yeah.
I think that regular sugar, like sugar in the raw, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing wrong with
Kathleen, I give you a headache. I'm joking. I like Kathleen Fleck. Yeah.
My husband and I went to a restaurant not too long ago, and I don't even remember where it was. I just remember we were on the motorcycle and we had been out all day, so we were probably a little ways away. And I asked for a lemon drop, and they brought me one. And I swear, I looked at my husband and I said, if you weren't with me, I would have sworn that the bartender drugged me just now because this lemon drop tastes so odd. And he's like, what? So he tasted it and he was just like, what? It was just the most odd thing. But
Hmm.
that's what my initial reaction was, is if my husband wasn't here, I would think that I had just been drugged and not only that, but I also felt a buzz like after only 2
Huh.
sips. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck's going on? And it was really weird. But I know that I wouldn't, I mean, my husband's really big, so I wouldn't want to do
Right.
that.
How
Hmm.
strange.
So
That is weird.
Yeah.
Chopped strawberries with vanilla, cream cheese, powdered sugar, graham crackers. No bake strawberry cheesecake bites. My favorite. That sounds good.
No, I like the no bake strawberry cheesecakes. I made them. That was my go-to thing when I first started like dating. Like I can make two things. I can make a really good steak, even from frozen. I made a really good steak that was like would melt in your mouth, and I could make no bake cheesecake.
Nice.
That was it. What are you cooking, Toddy? I mean, that was it. But I made a really good steak. I still make a good steak, and that was it. That was my whole menu right there.
My husband likes to say I trapped him with biscuits and gravy.
Oh, word.
I love
Look, if
biscuits
you
and
can
gravy.
cook a good biscuit and gravy, that's all you need to know. You're good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the real sausage gravy. Like
Mhm.
it seems like every restaurant has went to a powdered mix with a chopped
Ugh.
up sausage patty topped in. And I
Yeah,
hate it,
that's
but
nasty. Can't have that.
Yeah,
I love to cook now. Like I love to cook. I would love to like do my channel and cook at the same time. Like
Me
I
too.
would so love to do that.
Right?
But I don't have that kind of kitchen. Oh, I would love that. That would be like
Yeah.
ultimate for me.
yeah, I've been
Right
thinking
on.
about doing some cooking vlogs. I think that'd be really fun.
I have too.
Seriously, I'm gonna do some cooking on my channel coming up too.
Nice.
I don't have a
Crazy.
kitchen to cook in, so I mean, like I got a kitchen, but it's this big, you know.
Right.
I'm moving
Yeah.
into one that's this big. So.
I
Well,
cook a
every
lot
year my
of-
dad drags me down to the Amish and we get about 12 dozen ears of corn and I have to shuck it and cut it all off and then we'll fry it all up to make we call it fried corn, but it's basically the Cherokees called it corn gravy to put over biscuits. So I was gonna show everybody how to do that.
I
That'd be
love
fun.
fried corn.
Yeah, you should totally do that.
Yeah.
I love to cook, and there for a while before my son graduated high school, I would start prepping at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and he would get off at 2:30 and have to be at work by 5. So I would prep all day, and then I'd cook the rest, and I was just so excited about it because I was finding all these new and interesting recipes, and my family is very adventurous in eating. So we make a lot of Korean dishes and Ethiopian food and
That's
Sounds
great.
fun.
yeah, all kinds of different food. And so I love to cook.
That's awesome.
I love to
Um,
cook, and I don't mind folding laundry, but that's it. And the dishes, I love doing dishes too.
I hate the dishes.
I have a
Not
dishwasher,
bad
and
dishes.
every house I've been in have a dishwasher. I don't use it. Like I put stuff in it, but I don't use it.
Right.
I hate the dishes.
Boss
Yeah,
Lady
I'm not a
says
fan of
chocolate
dishes.
ganache is very easy and better than regular chocolate frosting. I've never tried that. I'll have to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got to
I
get your
think that'd be
temperature right
fun.
on that ganache, though.
I'm trying to go on a diet, and you guys are like killing me.
Yeah, well, I have found out I'm allergic to most of the food that I like to eat.
Oh no.
So yeah, I mean, because I have alpha gal, which is a tick disease, and
You have what?
alpha gal.
Never heard of that. Alpha gal?
Yeah,
Alpha gal.
it's
Does sound
where
exciting.
I'm allergic to the protein and the sugar
Mm.
from mammals. And so some people have such an allergic reaction that they can't even sit on leather or
Mhm.
touch leather gloves,
Mhm.
Wow.
So I'm not like that as far as I can tell, but I'm sick all the time anyways. So I wouldn't know.
I've seen
Um,
one. I've actually seen one woman go into anaphylactic shock because she ate some red meat and didn't realize that she had it.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's scary
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, some
Yeah.
people have it really bad. So I just get really sick. I don't get any breathing problems or anything, but they did send me an EpiPen when I got diagnosed. So, yeah. I've actually had to stab my husband with an EpiPen before because he couldn't do it himself.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Wow.
He's allergic to wasps.
Mm.
I have trouble with poison ivy. It's all over here and it pops up everywhere I'm planting flowers and I'll be pulling weeds and not realize the little one is poison ivy. The next thing I know, I've got it on my hands and
Right.
arms again.
My brother was so allergic. He his eyes and everything would puff up, and oh, it was really bad.
Mm.
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah. Well, ladies, we're at about an hour. I think I'm going to call it soon so that we can move on with our afternoon. But I really, really appreciate y'all joining in here. I appreciate everyone who showed up in the chat. You guys are so awesome.
Yeah, and Kathleen is allergic to lavender. Oh my goodness, I can't even
Oh
imagine.
no!
Well,
I will have some
Amos
extra
typed
lavender for
I'm
you.
GRB. Did you guys see that? Amos high fives that I'm allergic to GRB.
Oh,
Word. Thank you for having us on 1980
Yes,
Millennial
thank you so
Conversation.
Yeah, and
much.
happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
your channel on the
Yes.
anniversary.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
and we
Yes,
want to see more
you.
paintings.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
Yes.
I'm definitely going to do that too. I actually, in addition to doing some cooking vlogs, I've been really inspired by like my strawberry plants, starting to put on strawberry stuff, and thought on a few lives I might do some small little fruit and flower plants and maybe a giveaway or something.
Love it.
Mhm.
Love it.
Thank you, everyone. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end it, guys. Appreciate
Bye,
y'all
guys.
being here.
Bye,
Everyone,
everybody. Have a blessed
Thanks for
day.
having us.
Thanks,
Bye.
Freddie. See ya.
Bye.
thanks, everyone. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Oh, I gotta get